In a rare display of unity across political lines, U.S. President Donald Trump has extended heartfelt wishes to his predecessor, Joe Biden, after the shocking revelation that Biden has been diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer. Posting on Truth Social, Trump wrote, "Melania and I are saddened to hear about Joe Biden's recent medical diagnosis. We extend our warmest and best wishes to Jill and the family, and we wish Joe a fast and successful recovery." The gesture stands in stark contrast to Trump's usual rhetoric about Biden. Their rivalry has defined much of recent American political history, yet in this deeply human moment, empathy seems to have taken precedence. Following Trump's statement, former Vice President Kamala Harris shared her own emotional message. "Doug and I are saddened to learn of President Biden's prostate cancer diagnosis. We are keeping him, Dr. Biden, and their entire family in our hearts and prayers during this time. Joe is a fighter, and I know he will face this challenge with the same strength, resilience, and optimism that have always defined his life and leadership." Tributes and messages of support have continued to pour in from across the United States and around the world. From Minnesota, Governor Tim Walz posted, "Gwen and I are praying for President Biden and his family, a truly decent man and a friend. We're wishing him all the best." Former British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak offered both sympathy and a call for awareness. "So sorry to hear the news that President Biden has prostate cancer. Too many men are struck by this disease. We must continue to raise awareness of the danger it poses. Wishing Joe all the best for his treatment." California Governor Gavin Newsom shared, "Our hearts are with President Biden and his entire family right now. A man of dignity, strength, and compassion like his deserves to live a long and beautiful life. Sending strength, healing, and prayers his way." Colorado Governor Jared Polis wrote, "Sending well wishes to President Joe Biden and his family, and hopes for a healthy and speedy recovery." Rhode Island Governor Dan McKee echoed similar sentiments, sending well wishes to President Joe Biden and his family, and hopes for a healthy and speedy recovery. Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont added, "Sending my prayers to President Biden and his family, wishing him strength, good health, and a speedy recovery." Maine Governor Janet Mills stated, "I am saddened to learn of President Biden's cancer diagnosis. I extend my very best wishes to the former president for a fast and full recovery, and am keeping Joe, Dr. Jill Biden, and their entire family in my thoughts." Internationally, Barbados Prime Minister Mia Motley sent her message of support. "I'm deeply saddened to learn of former President Joe Biden's diagnosis. On behalf of the government and people of Barbados, I extend our thoughts and prayers to him and his family during this challenging time. We pray they find strength and peace in the days ahead." Maryland Governor Wes Moore reflected on Biden's support during past crises. "Dawn and I carry Joe Biden and his family in our hearts today. He stood with me during some of the toughest times in our state, and we stand with him today. We pray for his strength and a swift recovery." Joe Biden, now 82, was diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer that has metastasized to the bone. His office confirmed the diagnosis came after he experienced urinary symptoms. He and his family are now in consultation with doctors to determine the best course of treatment. Biden, who served as president from 2021 to 2025, withdrew from the 2024 race following a faltering debate performance against Trump, which led to Vice President Kamala Harris becoming the Democratic nominee. However, she was defeated by Trump in the November election. Biden's health and cognitive abilities had been closely watched throughout his presidency and post-presidency life. As tributes continue to flood in, what remains clear is that Biden's legacy of resilience and leadership has left an indelible mark, one that continues to earn him deep respect, even from those once considered political adversaries.